We'll come into all four positions, maybe stretching one leg out if you feel that your legs have been a bit numbed, if you're not used to sitting for so long. And just making sure that you place your knees hip-width distance apart, right under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Just taking a few cat and cow so that you can start to find your 𝘼𝙘𝙘𝙚𝙨 breath in through the nose, out through the nose. As I always mention, this is a great pose to start getting into the spine, getting to activate the nervous system a little bit further with the movement, along with the breath, the 𝘼𝙘𝙘𝙚 breath, and also very good to notice the hand position. So you want to make sure that your index fingers are pointing forward, parallel to each other, and you want to really start gripping the mat with your fingertips and activating the energy around the knuckles. You want to be feeling as you exhale and round your back that you're pushing your index knuckle into the floor all the way through the arm, through the shoulder blades. As you round your back, pushing your upper back of the heart right up to the sky, separating the shoulder blades. And as you inhale, you relax into the shoulder blades, but you keep your arms nice and straight. Hands are flat, nice and strong. Returning to neutral, tuck your toes under for good stability. Just check if you come on your fingertips on your right hand, if you lift your left knee. Maybe you can lift your left toes as well, trying to keep your spine nice and flat as much as possible, and then maybe lifting your right hand as well. See how the balance starts to play here, pushing your left hand down into the floor. Hips, shoulders are nice and squared. You can maybe even start to extend your left leg, right arm. Nice and strong into the core, so really start activating the core. And then slowly releasing. We'll switch sides. Fingertips, left hand, lift your knee. Lift your toes, nice and slow. Maybe you can lift your hand over the floor. And maybe even extending your opposite arm, opposite leg. Nice and strong. Feel that in the core. Keep your navel tucked in. And then slowly releasing. Now walking your hands slightly forward. Just about one hand. Keeping that good position, alignment with your hands. And then we'll do, coming forward again over your wrists, we'll do again some wrist warm-ups. So this time this goes a little bit stronger as we have a little bit more charge over the wrists. We'll do a few more like this. And then returning to center. Again, fingertips on your right hand, lifting your left knee, left leg, stretching your arm, your leg, so you'll notice that's maybe a little bit more tricky. Slowly releasing, and we'll take the other side, gently lifting one by one so that you don't lose your balance, all in control, extending, lengthening, and then slowly releasing. Again, place your hands carefully, toes tucked under, lifting your knees. And maybe now, if you can go a bit further, you can also lift your heel of the hands, keeping your knees to hover over the floor. A little bit stronger. If you need to keep your knees down, that's fine. Bringing your hands back down to flat. Again, maybe going further. Fingertips on the right hand, lifting your left knee, keeping your right knee to over the floor, maybe lifting your right hand, extending. See if you can keep your right knee as low as possible. A little bit tricky, yes, very good. Nice and slow, you release and you switch. Again, fingertips, lifting your foot, lifting your hand maybe completely, maybe extending opposite leg, opposite arm, nice and strong. See if you can keep your left knee as low as possible. And then slowly releasing, and you can stretch back into down dog. So core should be already quite activated. Maybe a few movements for your down dog if you feel you still have some kinks that you need to get rid of. Walking your dog, bending one knee after the other, bringing one hip to the side so that you start getting into the side body, feeling the stretch onto the side, but keep pressing your hands nice and strong. Head is relaxed. Just always trying to send your hips back and up in your down dog, relaxing into your shoulders, your neck. Still going with your 𝘼𝙘𝙘𝙚 breath. And then nice and slow, bending into your knees, you can start to walk to the top of the mat. Just little steps, nice and easy, feet together. And then slowly, as you inhale, rising all the way up, pressing your feet into the earth, palms together. Exhale, you release, back down to your heart. Closing your eyes for a moment, just feeling into your body. Noticing maybe already the core activation, lower ribs in. So making sure you're still connected to your 𝘼𝙘𝙘𝙚 breath. In through the nose, out through the nose, slight constriction into the back of the throat so that you can hear your own breath, following that as a guide throughout your practice. Opening your eyes, and as you inhale, stretching your arms out and up. And as you exhale, folding forward. Diving fingertips all the way down to the floor, bending into the knees as much as needed. As you inhale, flat back, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, you fold, planting your hands. You can step your right leg back, finding a high lunge. So take your time. Again, you come onto your fingertips. You're high onto the ball of your back foot. You press your left heel onto the floor. You can maybe even pump your hips a few times just so that you start stretching and really finding some good grounding into your feet. And then nice and slow, you can lift your fingertips off the floor, find that good grounding, and rise all the way up to your high lunge, reaching your arms up, shoulders nice and relaxed. So you really want to anchor that front foot into the earth, back of the heel nice and high, back heel nice and high so that you can square your hips, keep your lower ribs in, arms reaching all the way up, shoulders nice and relaxed. As you exhale, you release, planting your hands, stretching back, chaturanga, your plank position. So keep protracting your shoulders, and we're going to start moving into our vinyasas nice and slow. So see if you can start to come forward over your wrist. Keep bending your elbows, 90-degree angle onto your side, coming down, point your toes, inhaling, using your back muscles for cobra or half cobra or cobra. Shoulders relaxed, arms straight, maybe even looking up. Nice and slow as you exhale, you release. Tuck your toes under, pushing onto your hands, stretching your hips back and up. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Taking one breath here, just adjusting, making sure that you have an even weight distribution between your hands and feet. Maybe still a little bit of movement. The inhale, right leg up, stretch it nice and long. And as you exhale, all control movement, you start to bring it to your chest. Again, coming forward over your wrists, stepping right between your hands, coming onto your fingertips, dropping your hips, reaching your heart forward, lengthening from the back leg. Again, back leg is nice and energized, lifting your back knee, heart forward. So lengthen from your back heel to your heart. And as you exhale, you release, looking down, stepping forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as needed. Inhaling, rising all the way up, pressing your feet into the earth. Fingertips all the way up to the sky, maybe slight arch into the upper back. Exhale, you release, back down to your heart. And we keep flowing with the breath. Inhale, reach up, lengthen into the whole body. Energize. Exhale, soften, diving forward. Again, knees are bent as much as needed. Inhale, lengthening into the spine, flat back. Exhale, you fold. Stepping your left leg back. Again, coming onto your fingertips. Maybe pumping a couple of times, just adjusting you onto the ball of your back foot, and then pressing onto your front heel. You start lifting your fingertips, get your balance, and then rising all the way up, nice and strong, stable, hips, shoulders squared. Relax into your shoulders, but keep energizing your fingers, reaching right up to the sky. One more breath, lower ribs in, so you'll be thinking of rounding your upper back, just like in cat. Exhale, you release. Plant your hands, and you can start to move into your vinyasa as you exhale, coming forward. So elbows should be 90-degree angle, lowering down, inhaling for cobra or up dog. So keep relaxing your shoulder blades. Look up. Use your navel core muscles to reach your hips back, rolling over your big toes. Down dog. Inhaling, left leg up. Nice and slow control movement, so use your core, bringing your knee to your chest as you come forward, rounding your back, again pushing your shoulder blades up, and then you step forward right between your hands, come onto your fingertips. Again, we drop the hips down, energizing from your back heel all the way to the heart. See if you can keep relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, broadening into the collarbones, and as you exhale, stepping forward. Inhale. Lengthen, flat back, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forehead towards your shins. Inhaling, root to rise, pressing your feet into the earth. Reach up, feeling the stretch into the front of the body. Exhale, you release. And we keep moving with the breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Right leg back, planting your right hand into the earth. Nice and slow, you're going to start to take a twist, lifting your left arm up. Slowly releasing, planting your hand, stretching back, chaturanga, lowering, going through a vinyasa. One breath, one movement. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back. Again, use your core. Adjusting, taking a moment into your down dog. So again, making sure that your hands are a little bit wider than shoulder width. Sending your hips right up to the sky. Feet are hip width distance apart, nice and stable. We're going to start to get into the core a bit more seriously. Inhaling, right leg up. Exhale, coming forward to your right elbow. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale to your left elbow this time, getting a little bit of a twist. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale to your nose, stepping forward. Rising up, nice and strong. High lunge. Now opening out into warrior two, spin your back heel down. Bending into your front knee, relax into the shoulders. Just one breath here. Flipping your front palm, your reverse, feeling the stretch into the right side of the body. We stay light with the back hand onto the leg. As you exhale, windmill your arms down and you step forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, you release. And we keep flowing. Deep inhale in through the nose, filling up the lungs. Exhale, diving forward, emptying the lungs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you fold. Left leg back, planting your left hand, finding your twist, maybe your first variation of side plank. Keep lifting your hip, reaching up. Lean back with your top shoulder. Nice and strong, you're onto the outside edge of your back foot. And then slowly releasing, coming back onto your toes, planting your right hand, stretching your right leg back, coming slightly forward, exhaling. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back. Remember, anytime you feel the vinyasas are too much, you can always stop, stretching straight back into your down dog. Otherwise, we keep working with the breath. And we go again, inhaling, left leg up. Exhale to your left elbow, coming forward, nice and strong. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, little twist, out to the right elbow, touch. Inhale, stretch it. Exhale, stepping forward, rise up, high lunge. The exhale, opening out, back foot 90-degree angle, warrior two. Just one breath, relaxing into the shoulders, keeping the bend into your front knee, your reverse. As you inhale. Exhale, windmill your arms down, stepping forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Rising all the way up, palms together. Exhale, you release. Bending into your knees, Utkatasana, reaching your arms up. See if you can brush the floor with your fingertips. Reach up with your arms, shoulders are nice and relaxed. Keep bending into your knees, nice and slow. Exhale, you release. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift, lengthening into the legs, the spine. As you exhale, you fold, stepping your right leg back, left leg back. And we go through Vinyasa, lowering on the same exhale. Elbows are still in close to the body. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back. Down dog. Now coming forward into plank position. Again, rounding your shoulders, so nice and strong, pressing your hands into the floor. You can lift your right leg up. As you exhale, you bring it to your right elbow. Touch. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale to your left elbow. Touch. Inhale, stretch it long, and you stretch back into down dog. Exhale to your nose. Stepping forward right between your hands. Rising up. High lunge. See if you can keep pressing your palms together, and this time we'll spin your back heel down 45 degrees for warrior one. Keeping the hips, shoulders nice and squared. Slowly releasing, hands interlaced behind your lower back, pressing your palms together. See if you can roll your shoulders back, keep bending into that front knee, and as you exhale, you start coming forward onto the inside of your leg. See if you can bring your right ear to your right ankle, relaxing into the shoulders, letting your arms roll forward, nice and soft. And then slowly releasing, hands onto the floor, stepping forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Utkatasana, bending into your knees, reaching your arms up. Sink your hips down a bit more. One breath. As you exhale, you release. Hands onto the floor. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Stepping your left leg back. Right leg back. Going through Vinyasa, lowering down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward. So again, you can round into your back, coming over your wrists. Inhaling, left leg up. Exhale to your left elbow, squeeze your core. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, adding a twist to it, right elbow. Inhale, stretch it long, finding a three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping forward, right between your hands, all in control movement. Rising up, arms together. Spin your back heel down for your warrior one. One breath here. Nice and strong with your warrior. Shoulders are already nice and relaxed. And you can switch the interlacing of your fingers into your back. Pressing your palms together, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, folding onto the inside of your leg. Keep finding stability into your legs, so pressing your front heel into the earth, pressing the outside edge of your back foot, energizing into the legs all the way to your sit bones, relaxing crown of the head towards the floor. One more breath, and then as you exhale, you release, hands to the floor, stepping forward. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Palms together. And we go again. Utkatasana, bending into your knees, reaching your arms up. Now this time, as you exhale, folding forward, hands onto the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you fold, planting your hands. You might walk back or maybe jump back if this is within your practice. Lowering all the way down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Wow. All right, let's get going maybe a little bit more. Inhaling, right leg up. Exhale to your right elbow, coming forward. Stay there. And then you can bring it to your left elbow. Extending your leg out. Bringing the outside edge of your right foot to the floor. Spin your back heel down, and then you can lift your hips, lift your left arm for full-on triangle. One breath here, nice and slow. As you exhale, you release, planting your Left hand, knee back to your chest, rolling onto the outside edge of your back foot, finding a full side plank. So stacking your right foot on top of your left, right arm up. Maybe lifting your left leg up, nice and slow, releasing right hand to the floor, going through Vinyasa, maybe three-legged Vinyasa, keeping your right leg up, or four-legged, your choice. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Whoa. Inhaling, right leg up. Nice and slow, you're going to come and place it to the outside of your right hand. So wide stance. Same thing with your left foot. So your feet are just about a bit wider than your hands. And you can come down for Malasana, dropping your hips down, palms together. So Yogic Squat. See if you can open into the hips a little bit more. Spine is nice and straight. Inhaling, keeping your palms together. You reach your palms right up to the sky, pushing your feet into the earth. Rise up. Parallel your feet. As you exhale, folding forward, so wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, you fold, plant your hands. You can step your right leg back, left leg back, going through Vinyasa. One breath, one movement. Again, rounding into your spine to come forward into a plank. Lifting your left leg up. Exhale to your left elbow, to your right elbow, extending your leg out. Fallen triangle, keep lifting your hips, reaching up to the sky with your right arm. Nice and slow, you release. Right hand onto the floor, coming straight into your side plank, rolling over onto the outside edge of your foot. Reach up. Nice and slow as you exhale, you release. Going through your Vinyasa. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, left leg up. Nice and slow, you place it onto the outside of your foot. Coming forward, right foot. Malasana. Again, palms together. See if you can grow your spine nice and long. Keep pressing your palms together as you inhale. Press your feet into the earth. Rise up. Parallel your feet. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, you fold, plant your hands. You can walk back or jump back. One Vinyasa, one breath, one movement. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Again, coming forward. Right leg up to your right elbow. Left knee. Fallen triangle. Now this time, see if you can keep activating your core, and maybe you can lift your right leg up, keeping your foot off the floor. You're going to flip all the way around, reversing, coming into a rock star, placing your foot right behind you. Keep pressing onto the outside edge of your back foot, arching into your spine, reaching back, dropping your head back. Hello, how are we going there? Nice and slow, you release. Back to your three-legged down dog. Exhaling, right foot onto the outside of your right hand, left foot for your yogic squat. Palms together. One breath here to grow the spine nice and long. Exhale, soften, and as you inhale, pressing your feet into the earth, rising all the way up. Exhale, folding forward, so keeping your feet probably just about as they are. Pressing your hands into the floor. Now you're going to bend into your knees and see if you can start to come and place your knees behind your triceps as high as possible, so you can come onto your tippy toes to bring your knees into your armpits. So we're moving into Bakasana. Elbows are nice and bent as much as possible. Keep looking forward. Lift your heels, and then maybe you can lift one toe, maybe second toe, and then you can either walk back or pushing onto your hands, activating your core. You can jump back, going through Vinyasa. Exhale, stretch back, down dog. Inhale, ripple forward into your high plank. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale to your left elbow. Right elbow, find your fallen triangle. Maybe lifting your left leg. Flipping all the way around into your rock star position. All nice control movement. Arching into your spine, dropping your head back. Opening into the chest. Coming back to your three-legged. Nice and strong. The exhale, stepping forward, outside of your left hand, right foot, finding your yogic squat, Malasana, releasing your hips down, palms together, press your hands together. You want to push your knees out with your elbows, so bringing your forearms as parallel as possible, lengthening into the spine. You might stay there, or if you can go further, extending your right arm in front of your knee, pressing your hands onto the floor so you keep the tricep or your shoulder pushing into the front of your knee, top of the shin. Inhaling left arm up to add a little twist to it. If you can go a little bit further, you can even interlace your fingers behind your back if you can find a twist. Keep your spine nice and straight as much as possible, rolling your shoulder back. One deep breath here. And then slowly you release, and we'll find the other side. So left arm forward in front of your knee. No problem with my microphone. Okay. So keep pushing that knee out, reaching your right arm up for a little twist. So spine is nice and straight as much as possible. Maybe you can find that twist. So you want an internal rotation into your left hand, placing the back of the hand to your hip, getting hold of your fingers, and you keep rolling your chest open, looking up, tailbone down. One more breath. Nice and slow. You release, coming back to center again, hands in prayer position to realign, pressing your knees out, growing your spine nice and long. And then slowly releasing again. You can bring your feet together, lifting your heels like we did before. See if you can maybe go a little bit further, bringing your lower ribs as low as possible, relaxing completely. Maybe you can come onto your forearms. Maybe you can stretch your arms forward. So see if you can lift your heels a little bit more, bringing your knees out, opening a bit more into your hips. Nice and slow, inhaling, coming back. You can walk your hands back, drop your knees down, and then slowly coming to sit, rolling your spine down. You can go through a little Navasana if you feel you still have more with your core. Coming into Ardha Navasana, and then coming onto your back. We'll take a little back bend. You can take it a bit more restorative if you feel you've had enough. Otherwise, maybe we'll go a bit stronger. So we'll start with bridge, couple of options. If you want to take it restorative, so feet hip width distance apart with your heels close to your buttocks. Palms alongside your body, facing down. Exhale your breath as you inhale. You lift your hips. So a couple of options. You can either bring your palms to touch, interlacing your fingers and rolling your shoulders under, staying there. Or if you want to take it restorative, see if you can plant your elbows into the floor right where they are, so as close as possible to each other. And then you bring your thumb under your sacrum with your forefingers onto the side of the hip, just so that you can rest your hips, so they should be getting pushed right up to the sky. Taking a few breaths here, or if you want to go further, if you have a stronger practice and you want to go for the full wheel, you can place your hands above your shoulders, fingertips pointing towards your shoulders, elbows again towards each other, and you press the floor coming onto the crown of the head. press again, you can lift up into your full wheel. A few deep breaths in here, so you straighten your legs, straighten your arms, maybe coming onto your tippy toes. A few deep breaths in here. And then nice and slow, you release. If you're into full wheel, chin to chest, releasing your shoulders first, rolling your spine down vertebrae by vertebrae. And you can bring your knees to your chest, giving yourself a good hug, very good effort. And we'll finish off with a twist. So you can extend your left leg out, getting hold of your right knee with your left hand, extend your right arm out, and nice and slow, as you exhale, you can start to come into an easy twist, making sure you keep your right shoulder blade in contact with the floor. Find your twists, finding a few breaths to come into your twist. If you want to go further, you can get hold of your right heel with your left hand from underneath, trying to keep your right shoulder blade in contact with the floor, and then you can start working towards straightening your right leg, keeping the left leg active, nice and straight as much as possible. Maybe touching your right toes to the floor, turning your head opposite to your right leg, so to the right, for a full twist. So you should be getting a good stretch on the hamstring, IT band, glute. We're stretching the piriformis here, very good for sciatica. Good spinal twist. One more breath. Very slowly rebending into your knee, coming back nice and slow, marking a little pause before you bring your feet to the floor so that you can readjust your spine. Knees to chest, preparing for the other side. Extending right leg out. Nice and slow, we come into the twist. Extending your left arm. Again, making sure that your left shoulder blade is in contact with the floor. You can already turn your head opposite to your knee. And if you feel, if you've done it on the previous side, exploring the deeper stretch where you get hold of your heel from underneath. Nice and slow, you just extend your leg to your own ability. It doesn't need to be straight. If it is straight, you can press your big toe into the floor. And your right leg should be active, pointing your toes forward, and you want to be lengthening from your right toes all the way to the crown of the head on the axis of the mat. See if you can soften in this pose every exhale. Letting the heart rate slow down. Notice the breath that starts to slow down and get a little bit more regular again. Very slowly, you can start to rebend into your knee, just releasing, again, feet flat on the floor to adjust, realigning your spine, and you can give yourself a nice little hug to finish off. Few little movements, so you might gently rock from one side to the other, back and forth, or maybe also even finding a happy baby, getting hold of the outside edges of your feet, pressing your knees towards your chest. Spine is nice and flat, so you start already to relax your spine onto the floor, and then slowly, maybe already with your eyes closed, you can extend your legs out, finding a Shavasana. Maybe already turning the video off if you want, so that you can rest into a longer Shavasana, otherwise a few minutes. Highly recommended to do at least 5 minutes, letting your feet drop out, palms open to the sky. And you relax your eyelids, You relax your face. You let go completely after this good effort. Now is the time to take the benefits of the practice, letting the body and the mind integrate all the strengthening work, lengthening of the muscles, resetting left and right. Just relax completely, let go of the body, let go of the breath, and just enjoy feeling the energy flowing throughout. Gently you can start to bring the awareness back into the physical body, deepening the breath. You can get a little movement into your toes, fingers, limbs. Maybe stretching your arms overhead. As you inhale, stretching the body nice and long. Still with your eyes closed. As you exhale, you can come to a side, resting your head on your arm for a few breaths in a fetal position. Just taking the time to let the body and mind come back together. And when you're ready, pressing your hands into the earth, you can gently come into a comfortable sit, palms together in front of your heart, spine nice and straight. Just taking a moment to feel the effects of the practice. Strengthening of the core, shoulders, feeling the stretch that has lengthened all the muscles. And then we seal the practice by bringing the tips of the thumbs to the third eye. And we bow in gratitude to the divine light that surrounds us and resides within each one of us. 𝘼𝙘𝙘𝙚𝙨. Peace, love and light. As usual, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for coming to practice with me.